Hello everybody, this is Booming Blixer once again, and this is part 2 of our part 4-part series going on for Palm City episode 7. Once again, these little episodes are being broken up so that everyone can see my city's progress individually. Everything you're seeing, once again, is a week behind of what you're seeing right now. So the footage you're seeing in Minecraft is buildings that were built a week prior. So then next week's stuff, it's all gonna look different. Alright, so today's gonna be a big day as we're gonna show off a lot of different things. Last episode, in part 1, I showed off some of the newer, smaller features that I included throughout the world. Now we're going to start looking at the more in-depth features. That includes more buildings like this, like the gas station, which interiors on the gas stations will be updated, just not in this episode. And there's, just a few things I want to check out. Alright, so, once again, there's certain buildings that may not be built yet in this episode, but they will be built next episode by the time you see it. But we're going to mainly show off these buildings over here, ones with finished interiors, and I'll kind of explain what's going on with this world as well. Part 3 will include finished buildings and interiors. This entire area will be finished by next episode. Part 2 is kind of just a continuation from last episode because it kind of ended awkwardly. So let's get into it. First thing you might notice is there is a lot more light poles and traffic lights and everything imaginable, and you might notice some more big buildings, especially our main big building right there, which took a considerable amount of time to build. And then we got smaller, like, apartment buildings like that. First thing I'm going to start off with is kind of lore-based building. This is the art gallery. I don't know if I should label it or not. I don't know. It kind of looks good by itself, but yeah, it's a pretty big building. Kind of looks like the library, kind of giving off an older feel to it. But if you go inside, this is what you're greeted with. You can pause and see the different signs. I highly recommend it. There's a lot of lore kind of dipped in this art gallery. The gallery, you just have different things. You got a plant right here. Once again, feel free to pause and read some of the signs. Yeah, you just have like some of the different things, kind of showing off different things. I mean, I really like how these galleries are kind of built. Yeah, so that picture right there, has webs around it because that's an older picture. Very old picture. Yeah. You just got a lot of different things. So the reason I made this is because one thing I think my world kind of showcases is a lot of art and a lot of different things. And I really like kind of incorporating a lot of different art and different elements like this, especially since this gallery has different signs like this where it has like different things. One of the things you're probably noticing is something called the core. The core is going to be a very important part of Palm City and its origins. I know a lot of people like lore and different individual things like that, so I thought that was pretty cool to include. So you just got a few more signs. But yeah, just including a bunch of this. And yeah, got all that. And this entire environment of it is pretty good. You know, you have different things. But yeah, that's the art gallery. Very, very cool looking. Very happy with it. All right, the next building. Let's go briefly over this building. This is the gym, Palm City Gym right here. I love this part right here. I love this like little hidden parking lot. And there is a secret path that was behind these buildings did get finished too. So it leads to those things. Palm City Gym. Pretty good place to go if you're looking to just chill or do your gym stuff, I guess. Work out, do your thing. We got a nice pool right here. We got some changing rooms, each with their own little things going on in it. Pretty much the same. Kind of wanted to keep it that way. We got a little like sitting area, front desk, basketball arena, treadmills, and the big weight area where you can lift weights and whatnot. That is Palm City Gym. Nothing too crazy. Probably will upgrade and update things as they go. Then the next thing I want to show off are these buildings right here. Kind of the last week I kind of showed off. Start with them individually. These are supposed to be like little town things, like little town stores. This is like a clothing slash thrift store type thing. That's why there's boxes everywhere. Not too much. This building, front desk area where you can check out. This is a clothing store. A lot of cool different things. You got boxes, clothes on the wall, just a lot of individual things. Very, very nice. And then in here is our little tech store where you can buy devices, TVs, like a mini Best Buy. These are different, you know, phones, computers, sitting area where you wait, be consulted. Yeah, those are those little buildings. I like it a lot. This area right here, not currently finished because it was a very last minute new idea that I had. Pretty much to give you a brief overview. It's going to be like a pixel art garden. So if you go into GTA, for example, they have like that, I think it's called, well, it's that area that has that giant red cube in it. And it has a bunch of different art and whatnot around it. I kind of want to have that kind of style. Cinema, like I said, interiors on some buildings aren't done yet. But that'll be done by next week, for sure. So that we can concentrate on the houses. We got a market right here. Smaller market, nothing too crazy. We got different lanes, you know, different stuff. It's more of an appliance store. Doesn't really, it has food and whatnot, but it's supposed to be like a little local market type thing, you know, where you can go in, get stuff that you need, and stock changes every now and again. You have the manager office, very standard manager office. Very cool looking, love it. And this is a storage room. You have stuff on the wall for products. You got a bunch of stock, everything. Very nice. Those pressure plates too, just so you can get through these stores, as it's staff only. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the store. Not much you're missing. And now the big building. So this was supposed to be like a giant palm tree style building. I thought this was like one of the first big things that I wanted to include in this update, and I'm calling it Palm Tower. Like many of the other buildings I have built, they do have the carpet, the front desk area, the logo, and this is kind of like an apartment building for richer people, you know. You got like your standardized swimming pool, you got your gym, so you can work out, and then you got a bunch of different rooms. You have the staff only room, very standard, boring staff room, as most staff rooms are kind of like that. The men's washroom, you got the toilets and whatnot. Nothing too crazy. I really like the design on these. And then same with the female's bathroom, is pretty much the same. Got the same kind of thing going on. The next thing I want to show off is kind of this lobby area. We have a giant meeting area where you can kind of chill out, chill with your friends, do your thing. Things are put on the table. Very neat, very cool. Then you have chairs right here. You have like a little local theater. So you got drums, piano, microphone. Very cool. And this right here is a staircase just to get to the next floors. All floors are going to be styled like this. And then the staff only use storage, back room. Yeah, let's get to the next couple floors. So each floor, every 2 floors should be different, but this is what the staircase looks like. You got the lobby, each room is labeled, and then you're met with this. A lot of good floors. Got the main room. You got this right here, the bathroom, ginormous bathroom, love it. This is the best room to take a dump in, very nice. And then you got bedroom, which has its own table in it, because why not? Has 2 beds, an Xbox of course, TVs, a lot of cool things. And each floor is kind of styled like this. You got the reading area over there too. Beautiful. And kitchen area. Very nice. And then each floor is styled like this. I know each floor is kind of different. We got this little lobby area right here. And each floor is the same. And it goes on for all the way up to the top floor. So you're not missing anything out on there. That is Palm Tower. Took a good amount of time, but I really liked it. Has a good, has like the little leaves at the top. Very nice, or the palms. And this is the little back alley area where you can dump your stuff off, where the garbage trucks come in, take this trash from the little back areas. Yeah, trash area. And then you got like this area, which I'll get into that stuff too. Alright, next building I want to show off is this. Berg's, your local burger restaurant. The overpriced burgers that cost 30 bucks. Very nice, kind of styled burger restaurant. Very American-like. Not because of cheeseburgers, but just because it has a lot of that kind of style and food in it. Then you have, you know, different computers and stuff, and then you got the back area where food is made. You know, just really basic stuff. Cutting boards, ovens, fridges. Very nice. Yeah, very good. That's Berg's, trash area. And then the next thing I want to show off is this bookstore. So we got a little nice decoration. The bookstore right here, just like the library, has similar design. Very open, very gracious feeling. Kind of like a Barnes & Noble, but really not. These are different, like this is like a toy aisle. Just books, computers, little design in the back. More book aisles. Plants, seating. Yeah, nothing too crazy here. So we got the bookstore. I'm also using a new add-on called the Just Letters too. You guys can get that in the Minecraft marketplace. Very nice add-on. I'm gonna add a sign to this eventually. It's the post office. You can put your mail in there. Tiny little parking lot right here. You go in. You got letters where you can buy your letters, boxes, whatever. Little seating area. This is where they help you out. A little bit like an office back here. They help you out with your letters and stuff. And then when things need to get shipped, they come up here and the trucks come on through the garage, and it's a one-way. This little garage area is like a one-way, so they gotta come in, I think through there, and it's a one-way out. I really like that design. There is a really nice design with that. You know, you go in here and then go out there. I really like the post office. And then I also I copy and pasted the parking garage. Once again, there are a lot of buildings. I'm not going to show the back because I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, there's two more things I want to show off. First thing I want to show off is just this line of stores. We got more coming in. Ice cream shop. This is early on. Like I said, this stuff is, by the time you see it next week, it'll be done because everything is kind of pushed back. And then you have this little back alleyway too. But yeah, you have your tech store, toy store, ice cream store, shoe store, and then your bar. Alright, here we go. This is our little warehouse, kind of next to the mini market. Inside, we have a bunch of crates, little cargo area. Nothing too crazy. Just a bunch of cargo boxes and shelves. What you see is what you get. Really nice. Alright, so last thing I want to show off, hopefully things aren't getting too long, is this. Yes, this is a new building that I built. It's supposed to be like a futuristic type modern apartment hotel thing. We got the lobby. We got Leaf Apartments. Yep. Got it's supposed to be like a tropical oasis type thing. Laundry room. Laundry baskets. Very nice. You got your back lot too. Very nice. And then if we go up, I think every other floor should be different, but this is the staircase. Got some decoration right there. In this apartment, you have you got the tables, your little balcony right here with sun chairs. You got your clock. It's supposed to give you that like little wholesome feel to it, you know. Little kitchen area. Little shrine thing. Closet. You got the staircase again. And then you got your bedroom. Has a bed, lamp, TV, everything you need. And then your bathroom, which has pretty much all that. I'll let that be. Alright, so that was that floor. Let's get to the next one. Alright, after this, each floor should be about the same. This is variant 2 of the floor. As you can see, we got couches. You got your nice little diagonal kitchen area. Very nice. Once again, sun chairs and sunflowers. You got your bedroom, your closet, beds, gaming console area and everything. You got your bathroom. Pretty lackluster, but it does its thing. You only need it. Alright. Other than that, that is this floor. And it's pretty much all the other floors, as you can see. Kind of just follow that style. So yeah, this has been part 2 of Palm City. As I said, I'll show you a brief thing. So yes, all this is going to be built. What you're seeing now is very rough. This will all come together in a week. I just need time to build it. Everything else, I don't want to show the houses yet, because I want to keep that as a surprise for the other episodes, but there you are. There's Palm City at the moment. I really like it. These like little pixel art gardens can be pretty cool. You can see game characters and other things as we go. Next episode, we're going to finish off this city area. Part 3 is going to be a big one. Make sure that you guys don't miss it. And then part 4 will be the houses. And that will be also a big episode. But we're only going to be focusing on the houses for that final part. Alright. This is part 2. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this doesn't turn out too long. Hopefully you understood the process behind this. And next week, there's going to be a lot to look at. Just think about this, but just times 3. So, this is just the bulk of it. And I'm glad I got to show it off. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. I'll post in my community tab when I'll upload next. So, look out for that for sure. And other than that, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, and one last time, weekly uploads after the 4th episode will come back, and you will see most likely Roblox content and other kinds of content of me playing games. It'll be fun, and my editing is going to change as well over the course of those uploads. And then Plum City episode 8 will then follow the next month. Alright, see you guys later.